If you're not getting the things out of life that you desire and deserve, it's not time to declare an emergency. It's time to emerge and see. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. I've received a zillion requests from people to help them so that they can have an attitude that puts them in the proper frame of mind every day so that they can be as productive as they can possibly be. And one of the things, just as when you prepare for a date, okay, you spruce yourself up, or you prepare to go out and exercise, you put on your sneakers, your tennis shoes, and your outfit, but you prepare for those things. But are we preparing every day for the day ahead? Now, there are some simple steps that you can take every single day, and we're going to have a little series called Emerge and See, as to getting from ground zero to help people achieve the things that they desire and deserve. And the first thing that we need to talk about without question is having the right attitude, a positive mental attitude. There are too many people that wake up in the morning that let the circumstances of the day decide for them exactly how they're going to feel. It may be raining outside. Oh, it's raining out. All right. Or they go on to their social media and, oh, this happened to Joey, or this happened to Sally, or whatever, and it affects their day. Who should be the only person that determines the way that you feel? Well, duh, clearly it should be you. So are there some steps that you can take so that you can walk out the door, positive mental attitude, draw people to you? You don't want to be that person that walks into the room. You know, they say that when you walk into a room, you either brighten it or darken it. Don't you want to be the person that brightens the room when you walk in? Don't you want people to be glad to see you? Here are some steps. We're going to start today with that attitude, and here are some steps to get you in the right direction. First things first. When you wake up in the morning, in order to have a positive mental attitude, you need to be grateful for the things you have. Now, before you start telling me, oh, I don't have anything to be grateful for, before you start making that kind of a comment, you need to really reflect and take a look at things and make sure that that's really the case. Because what happens is we start to take things for granted in our life. As an example, have you ever been in a situation where there's been like tremendously bad weather, and like a hurricane or a tornado or a snowstorm or some sort of scenario like that, and electricity goes out? You don't tend to appreciate electricity until you don't have it anymore, because you get used to it. That's the type of scenario that happens to people every day in their life. They get used to having certain things, and if they don't have it, then oh boy, woe is me. But the point is, while you have it, you need to be grateful. So the first thing you want to do in the morning, get yourself started, get to the starting line, is to close your eyes and think of 20 different things that you're grateful for. I'll give you a couple of examples, okay? The first thing always, thank you for Eli. Thank you for my job. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health insurance. Thank you, and you go on and on and on. And there are a number of different things. Thank you for the taste of freshly squeezed orange juice with pulp. Thank you for my car that works. Thank you for the fact that it's a nice, comfortable day today. Thank you for the lake. Thank you for the beach. Thank you. There are so many different things. Please, I don't want to hear that you can't think of 20 different things every single day that you're grateful for. It can't happen. All right? There's at least, there's many more than 20, but there have to be at least 20. Make that your counter. 20 things that you're grateful for. Put yourself in an attitude of gratitude. Next thing, and that should take you about 1 minute to 2 minutes to do, to think of 20 things every day that you're grateful for. I mean, they're all around you. You're not sleeping outside. You have food to eat. You have a spouse. You have children. You have your body has the ability to regenerate if you get sick. There are a lot of different things, aren't there? Today's times, you don't have COVID-19, or if you do have COVID-19, you're recovering. You follow what I'm saying? There's a zillion things that you can be happy for. All right, next thing we want to talk about is to get yourself on the right track. And the next thing you do is you have to have a particular affirmation. What's an affirmation? An affirmation is something that you see down the road that you want to achieve, your burning desire, your purpose, what you want to get out of life. Now, that can be any number of different things, but what you have to do is you have to close your eyes and see yourself achieving that particular goal. All right, it could be making, for Eli, it could be making the winning basket in a basketball game. It could be making a friend with a girl that he admires. It could be going to, work. It could be passing a test in school. It could be receiving a diploma. Whatever it is, and as you get older, then those objectives change, but you have to keep a focus on it. That's the first thing you want to do. All right, you put yourself in an attitude of gratitude, and then you visualize what it is that you want. And you do that by giving yourself some quiet thinking time. You've got to give yourself some quiet thinking time every single day. Having been married once or twice or about 12 times, or it seems like that anyway, one of the things that you frequently hear when you're getting ready to go out and you want to take the wife out, and say, "Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go." And he goes, "Just a minute, sweetheart. I have to put on my makeup. I'm putting on my face. You want me to look beautiful, don't you?" Well, here's what my common sense tells me. If you want to look beautiful on the outside, don't you also want to be beautiful on the inside? So what we're talking about here is applying your wake up makeup. All right? Your wake up makeup. So every morning you need to get yourself all made up, both outside and inside. And when you're thinking of that objective that you want to achieve, you see yourself, you hear it, you smell it, you taste it, you touch it. That's how you get yourself focused on that particular objective. So you want to start off every day with an attitude of gratitude and a focus. And then what you do is you see yourself achieving that particular goal. And then when you arrive at the mirror, you give yourself a big smile. Why? Because you've achieved your goal already in your mind. And once you have that, then your attitude is more positive, and you're not dependent upon what happened to Joey last night, or the weather, or the coronavirus. You're dependent upon yourself. You want to be the one in control. Don't stub your toe on the way to the bathroom with negative thinking. And then once you have that positive attitude, then you are the one that's in control. So you have your affirmation, you see yourself. That could be, oh, I'm walking along the beach with my significant other person. We're holding hands. I can feel the spray of the water as it approaches as I walk along the beach, and we look into each other's eyes, and there's a feeling of love between us. And I'm just giving you an example, and see it happen, feel it happening, smell it happening. And then after that, we're going to go to a tremendously fine restaurant. And when I go in the restaurant, I can smell the aroma of great food. And I walk in, and we walk in together, and people look at us and say, "What a nice looking couple." You follow what I'm saying? Now, you apply that type of thinking to what you're doing on the personal level, what you're doing on the business side of the balance sheet, and also the spiritual side of the balance sheet. Your relationship with the infinite mind. So, first things first, just to sum it up real quickly. Number one, get the attitude of gratitude. Get that strongly entrenched. Be grateful. Take a look at the little things. Be grateful for electricity. Be grateful for the fact that there's light. Be grateful for the fact that you're above ground and not below ground. Find those 20 things. Also, then, get your focus for the day started. Have a focus. This is what my ultimate goal is. This is my ultimate goal. See yourself, feel yourself doing it. And then, when you have that, when you walk up to the mirror, give yourself a smile, a winning smile that says, "I have achieved," and start the day with a positive mental attitude. You need to emerge and see. And the way that you emerge and see is by developing winning habits. And winning habits start with visualizing the things that you want to achieve, because you can only achieve as far as you can see. You know, if you stop and think about it, Noah of Noah's Ark fame could have actually designed and created the very first computer that computers are commonplace today. He could have designed it, all the components were there, but one, he didn't have the parts to put it together, but even beyond that, didn't even have the conception of what a computer can do. Before you can achieve something, you have to be able to visualize it. And just like when you're standing on the shore and you look out into the ocean, or when you look out into the ocean, you can only see so far. But if you were to go out into a boat and go a couple of miles offshore, you could see even further than you can from the shore, right? Well, the point is, in order to get to the boat, to see further, you have to first visualize what you can see from the shore, and then your vision will expand. So it's a growing process. And you need to get into those habits of visualizing good things, feeling them happening, getting that focus. And when you have that focus, one of the great things that happens is the infinite mind will help you to achieve your goals. And because we will never end a meeting on a philosophical note, let's emerge and see, and get out there and charge! I'm Eli's dad.